And welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working on a 1962 Corvette. This will be the first video of many videos, and specifically today we're going to be removing the rear axle shafts so that we can change the gasket on the rear differential because it's leaking oil, and we'll also of course replace the rear axle bearings. Thank you.
Okay. So we're gonna go on the other side, Daddy,
Why?
to do the other wheel, like you said.
No, we're not working on that side. We're only working on this side. Okay, first what we'll do is we're going to take off the hubcap. There we go. That was easy. And now we're going to loosen the 5 lug nuts. Oh, that one was really loose. That was loose. Loose. So there we go, 5 of them. So then we'll spin this around, and there we go. That's it. So then we'll jack up the car, and we can take this wheel off, which we'll do a little bit later. Okay, so we took the wheel off, and we took the brake drum off just by simply pulling it off after of course the lug nuts are off when we took the wheel off. So this slides off, and then that allows us to attach our trusty slide hammer tool here to put 3 lug nuts on. They don't fit, doesn't fit exactly for this car, but it fits well enough. I'm going to actually tighten this nut down a little bit more. There we go. And what we can do, this allows us to, this is called a slide hammer. This pulls out the axle. You can see it coming, it's almost out.
So how did you get this rod in?
This rod here is threaded, and it threads into this tool, which is bolted to this.
Okay.
So let me just look at it real closely.
And what is this rod called?
This is the rod here is called a slide hammer.
Okay.
You can rent them at auto parts store. You don't have to buy it. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here it comes. There it is. Look at that. That is an axle.
So
1962.
this
Corvette.
rod that came out of the car is an axle, correct?
That's correct. It's
Okay.
an axle. So I'm going to take this threaded rod out here. We don't need it
So he's
anymore.
taking the slide hammer out of the axle.
All right.
So he's got it twisted out. So
It
he's
says
just.
to-
So I think that.
Whoa.
I think this long tube goes through that big black tube and then goes, yeah.
This is the axle. I just want to make sure that how it goes in. Hard to. Oh, there. See, then it slides back in.
And then you
And
got this
then
little
we have
twisty
to-
part back there.
Yeah, but first,
This little part right there twists.
yeah. Can you see it with better light now?
Yeah, like right.
So this guy
There.
is coming out of looking there, down there.
Don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's a black hole.
Wow, look at that. That's an original axle shaft right there.
That's the original axle.
Right, from 1962. Here's the bearing.
This is like an architecture unboxing.
Here's the bearing we're going to replace. And there's a collar, which are pressed on to the axle shaft. So this has to be put in a special hydraulic press.
I've heard of those
To
before
pull-
in like
pull.
kids' TV shows.
Oh, look at this. There's a spacer here. Interesting.
It's very oily.
Yeah, it's a very messy job. And so, if you look down there, can you see down there?
Not really, but yeah, actually I can.
That's the differential. So what we're going to do is take the other axle out on the other side, And that will allow us then to take out the differential and replace the leaking gasket.
Okay, so we're gonna